Karen haggled over bad energy. In a house realtor showed her a haunted one and she fled. Have you ever met someone who picks fights over nothing, only to unravel when faced with their own chaos? Karen stormed into Sunset Realty, her designer sunglasses perched atop her head, her voice already slicing through the quiet office. This house you showed me yesterday has bad energy. I'm not paying full price for a place that feels like a funeral home. Her manicured finger jabbed at Lila, the realtor, who sat composed behind her desk. Karen's complaint wasn't new. Every house Lila showed her had some flaw. Too dark, too cold, too off. But this time, her tirade was relentless, accusing Lila of hiding negative vibes to scam her into a sale. The office fell silent, clients glancing over as Karen's voice climbed. Lila, however, smiled thinly. She'd dealt with Karens before, but this one was a category all her own. Lila leaned forward, her voice calm but firm. Karen, I hear you. Let's find a house that feels right. I've got one in mind, unique, full of character. It's not on the market yet, but I think it's perfect for you. Karen, sensing a discount, smirked and agreed, oblivious to the glint in Lila's eye. The truth was, Lila wasn't just a realtor. She'd grown up in this small town, knew every house's history, and had a knack for reading people. Karen's tantrum wasn't about energy, it was about control. Lila decided it was time to give Karen a taste of her own medicine, not with malice, but with a lesson wrapped in the eerie charm of an old property known as the Whitaker House. The next day, Lila drove Karen to a secluded lot where the Whitaker House loomed, its weathered facade half hidden by overgrown ivy. The air felt thick, the windows dark, and a faint creak came from somewhere inside. Karen, oblivious, scoffed. This better not be another dump with bad vibes. Lila's smile didn't waver. Oh, this one's special. Let's go inside. As they stepped through the creaking door, the temperature dropped. Dust motes danced in slanted light, and the smell of mildew hung heavy. Karen wrinkled her nose but pressed on, determined to find flaws to haggle over. Inside, Lila's plan unfolded. She began weaving a tale about the house's past, how the Whitaker family vanished one night in the 1920s, leaving behind whispers of strange occurrences. Some say their energy lingers, Lila said, her tone casual but deliberate. Karen rolled her eyes, but her steps slowed. Then came the twist. A soft thump echoed from upstairs. Karen froze. What was that? She snapped. Lila shrugged. Old houses settle. Or maybe it's something else. Unbeknownst to Karen, Lila's teenage nephew, Max, was upstairs, part of the plan. He'd agreed to help his aunt stage a few spooky sounds after hearing about Karen's antics. Max, hidden in the attic, dragged a chair across the floor, letting out a low, eerie hum. Karen's bravado cracked. This place is cursed, she shrieked, clutching her purse. Lila, feigning concern, suggested they check the dining room. There, a cracked mirror hung crookedly. Karen, fueled by frustration, grabbed a candlestick and smashed the mirror, screaming about cleansing the energy. Glass shattered, scattering across the floor, and the house seemed to groan in response. Max, improvising, flicked a light switch, plunging the room into flickering darkness. Karen's scream pierced the air. Get me out of here, she wailed, stumbling toward the door. Lila, calm as ever, followed, noting how Karen's bad energy had turned the house into her own personal nightmare. The confrontation peaked in the foyer. Karen, wild-eyed, accused Lila of tricking her into a haunted house. Lila's voice cut through the panic. Karen, you've complained about every house. You smashed a mirror because you didn't like its vibes. Maybe the bad energy isn't the house, it's you. The words hit like a slap. Karen, trembling, tried to retort, but her voice faltered. Max, emerging from the shadows, added an unexpected layer. Lady, I was just messing around upstairs. But you're the one who went berserk. His blunt honesty, paired with his teenage nonchalance, left Karen speechless. The realization sank in. Her tantrum had spiraled into chaos, and she'd exposed her own irrationality. Karen's collapse was swift. She fled the house, tripping over the porch steps, her sunglasses clattering to the ground. She didn't look back, speeding off in her SUV, leaving a cloud of dust. Lila and Max stood on the porch, sharing a quiet laugh. The Whitaker house wasn't haunted, it was just old, neglected, and perfect for teaching a lesson. Lila hadn't planned for Karen to destroy property, but the broken mirror felt like poetic justice. Karen's bad energy had manifested her downfall, her need for control undone by her own actions. Later, Lila learned Karen had withdrawn her offer on the first house, too shaken to haggle further. As the sun set, Lila locked the Whitaker house, its creaks fading into the evening. She felt no malice toward Karen, only hope that the scare might spark some self-reflection. The experience reminded Lila why she loved her job, not just selling houses, but understanding people, their fears, their flaws. Max, grinning, said, "That was epic, Aunt Lila. Think she'll change?" Lila shrugged. "Maybe. Sometimes it takes a mirror broken or not to see yourself clearly." This story isn't just about Karen's meltdown, it's about how we project our chaos onto the world and how facing it can change us. Have you ever met a Karen? Or maybe seen a bit of her in yourself? What's the line between standing your ground and creating your own bad energy? Share your thoughts. Let's talk about what's right, what's wrong, and what we can learn when the tables turn.